Great to have you here. Today we're going to take a look at a problem that hasn't just existed for the last 2, 3 or 4 years, but was also very relevant back in 2001 with the BMW E. Specifically, we're talking about stain trim, high gloss black surfaces that have really stubborn buildup that you can't get off with a regular wash. How do you get that clean? And that is also possible here with a vehicle like this, which was built about 10 years ago, 24 years ago, as well as here with the new vehicles. I'm going to show you everything you need to know. Let's get started. And I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are the high gloss trim pieces. This is common in many vehicles, and we have these totally vulnerable trim pieces with these huge stains on them. And you just can't get that off with a regular car wash. This is a huge problem, and of course it looks really unsightly. And I believe that this vehicle has never had its high gloss black trim properly cleaned, because regular shampoo and even normal specialty cleaners or all-purpose cleaners have absolutely no chance here. And normally it should look something like this. That would actually be a much better condition. But we usually only know it looking like this, and we want to fix that today by hand. I've brought you various things today, completely without a machine. And here are our tools. I'm going to show you different options now. You have this yellow foam applicator here. You take at least a medium strength polish and put a small dot of it on the side. You don't need huge amounts, just a really small amount. And then on the edge of the pad, so you can nicely wrap it around your finger, and then you clean this surface through the polishing effect. And it doesn't just happen in 5 seconds. You really have to polish the dirt off the surface. I'm only going to do a few parts at a time so that you can see whether it works with this tool or not. And then you can just look at home and see what you have at home. Or do you perhaps need to bring something home again? So these yellow applicator sponges are really available everywhere, both online and in physical stores. So you can see here we don't have any major dirt residues because this dirt is really very, very thin, but the surface looks completely different visually. And then we take a cloth and just wipe off the excess polish here. Anything that got on the glass can be easily removed here. You can also roll down the window. The problem is, you then get to this rubber seal here. It's a bit different for every vehicle. So just make sure you can get to it easily. If we take a look here, that went really, really quickly. Look, it turned out really, really well. So this area worked really well. So this yellow applicator sponge works great. We'll take a closer look at that in just a moment. Now let's take the second tool. I'm taking this microfiber applicator block and putting a bit on this edge up here. Now I'm going to go over to this area, dab it on again, and now I'm rubbing with good pressure over this surface. And that's something you can quickly do at home on a Saturday morning, so you'll just have to deal with it, because it's inevitable. And depending on the severity, let's say the burn or the contamination, sometimes it works better and sometimes worse. That means you can also polish over it for an extra minute, and it really varies. That's why I can only speak from the experience of this vehicle, but it's a 2001 model with just under 200,000 kilometers. And so it could definitely go even faster and easier for you. You can also see a bit of dirt is coming out here. Now let's go over here and take a look at it again with the lamp. So, and you can already see, take a look up here in this area. It's best to check again with a lamp. I need to do some touch-ups in this area. That means up here, and there you can see the wrong side. And you can see very quickly whether this is enough, the remedy or not. So the foam applicator up here worked more effectively than this microfiber block. And that's why I'm testing the different products for you, because we'll also get to the polishing pad shortly. So let's specifically go over this area again. Let's take another look. Yes, so just invest a bit more time. And now it's really looking very, very nice up here. The high gloss trim hasn't been polished yet. It's just about getting the dirt off and removing those residues that have built up over the years, but I think you can see it well here now. That looks really, really good. We'll take a complete look at this again. Once we've gone over it with the third tool, which is a hand polishing aid. Here with this holder, this is the Chemical Works clay kit. Normally, you get this holder, which is really super ergonomic, with a clay surface to clay the vehicle's paint, but I have that at home anyway, because I mold the vehicles, so I can put a pad on it here too. This is a medium strength pad with a medium strength polish. Now we don't need to cover everything with polish like we do with regular hand polishing, but really just a small area. at the front, which is about as wide as the trim itself. So you don't need to saturate the whole pad. And now I'm going to go over this surface a bit more. You can either go along this edge up here, or you can angle it like this and polish that way. You just have to try it out. If a bit of polish gets on the paint, that's not a problem at all. The squeaking is part of it. You can also see here that the pad is getting a bit compressed on one side, but in this case, there's no other way to do it. But I can tell you one thing, that this method really works the best. Because you have a good grip, you have effective power transfer. Now we can take a look after this quick action here. Yeah, and that really looks great. Here we have another area that I haven't really hit yet. And up front, it already looks really, really good. Take another look up close. Yeah. So the entire area up to here, the whole way up to here, really looks very, very good. Here we have another small section that we need to touch up. You can already see it in the light. Look here, really nice and clear, defined, even though it's not 100% polished yet, but it's cleaned. And here we have the dirty area. Here too. Let's go over it again. I can also use this variant, but it really compresses the pad in such a specific way. You can see it here, I wouldn't recommend that. The polish comes off really easily here too. You can also go over it again with a degreaser or paint cleaner, but I can tell you one thing, this polish that I'm using right now comes off so nicely. And now take a look, the same point where we were before. I hope this curve shows you that, yes, very, very stylish. The crusts are gone, and if we go further, back there it is again. That looks completely different. You can really see how aged this trim is. Here it is. This trim has aged. Here it is. So, you've seen it definitely works quickly and reliably. Just plan a few minutes here. I would say, for such a long trim here in this area. For about 2 meters, you might need around 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how firmly it's stuck to this surface. And you can also use the different tools. I think something like a foam applicator, a microfiber applicator, or maybe a clay kit like this one, or maybe one of these hand polishing aids. Should one or the other of you have it at home, a suitable polish for that? I would say at least a medium range finish polish. You can also test it depending on how long it's been on here, but with a vehicle like this one from 2001, it's not done in 5 seconds. With a newer vehicle, 2, 3, 4 years old, it should definitely work much easier. And then really go over it nicely. Polishing, doing it by hand works really, really well with the different tools. You should definitely have success with that. If you have any questions about it, just drop them in the comments below. I'm going to finish up this area completely here in the front and back. And with that, one side is completely done. In the next video, we'll move to the other side, and then we'll take a look at it with the polishing machine, because it goes even faster there. Obviously, even easier, even more effective. But for this topic, in my opinion, you don't need a machine. But to be open and honest, you don't need a polishing machine for this. Buy extra. But if you're polishing the whole car anyway and you have a polishing machine at home, I definitely recommend using that. We'll definitely take a look at that in the next video. This is a topic that concerns a lot of people out there, and everyone brings up the topic at some point. Polishing in contact, and you see, it's not complicated. Until next time. You're Sebastian, guys.